red high top and a Mets cap worn backward. If it could speak, what would it say? Words that begin with V and T, turtle and violin are simple. What does your vagina remind you of? A pretty dark peach or a diamond I found from a treasure and it's mine. What's special about your vagina? That somewhere deep inside it has a really, really smart brain. What does your vagina smell like? No, please.
She was a sex worker, but she only did sex work with women. I love vaginas. I love women. I do not see them as separate things. Women pay me to dominate them, to excite them, to make them up. I did not start out like this, no. To the contrary, I started out as a lawyer. But in my late 30s, I became obsessed with making women happy. It began as a mission of sorts, but then I got involved in it. I got very good at it. Kind of brilliant. It was my art. I started getting paid for it. It was as if I had found my calling. I wore outrageous outfits when I dominated women, lace and silk and leather, and I used props, whips, handcuffs, ropes, dildos. There was nothing like this in tax law. There were no props, no excitement, and I hated those blue corporate suits. Although I wear them now from time to time in my new line of work, and they serve quite nicely. There were no props in corporate law. No wetness, no dark, mysterious foreplay, no erect nipples, no delicious mouths, but mainly, there was no moaning. Not the kind I'm talking about anyway. This is key. When I used to see women making strange, orgasmic moaning noises, I used to get strangely hysterical. I couldn't believe that big, outrageous, ungoverned sounds like that came out of women. Women paid me to dominate them. When women there were no props in this corporate law, and women paid me to dominate them. I longed to moan. I practiced in a tape recorder, in front of a mirror, moaning in various keys, various tones, but always, when I played it back, it sounded fake. It was fake. It wasn't rooted in anything sexual, really, only in my desire to be sexual. But when I was 10, I had to pee really badly once. On a car trip, it went on for almost an hour. But when I finally got to pee in this dirty little gas station, it was so exciting, I moaned. I moaned as I peed. I couldn't believe it. Me moaning at a Texaco station in the middle realized right then that moans were connected to not getting what you want right away, with putting things off. I realized that moans were best when they caught you by surprise, when they came out of this hidden, mysterious part of you that was speaking its own language. I realized that moans were, in fact, that language. I became a moaner. It made most men anxious. Frankly, it terrified them. I was loud, and they couldn't concentrate on what they were doing. They'd lose focus. Then they'd lose everything. We couldn't make love in people's homes. The walls were too thin. I got a reputation in my building, and people stared at me with contempt in the elevator. I began to feel bad about my moaning. I got quiet and polite. I learned to make noise into a pillow. I learned to choke back my moan, hold it back like a sneeze. I began to have headaches and stress-related disorders. I was beginning to feel bad and hopeless until I discovered women. I discovered that most women loved my moaning. But more importantly, I discovered how deeply excited I got when other women moaned, when I was responsible for other women moaning. I made love to quiet women, and I found this place deep inside of them, and I shocked them into their moaning. I made love to moaners, and they found a deeper, more penetrating moan. It was a kind of science, a delicate surgery, finding the tempo, the exact location or home of the moan. That's what I like to call it. Sometimes I found it over a woman's jeans. Sometimes I snuck up on it off the record, quietly disarming the surrounding alarms and moving in. Sometimes I used force, but not violent oppressive force. No, more like dominating. I'm going to take you someplace. Don't worry, lay back, enjoy the ride, kind of force. Sometimes it was simply mundane. I found the moan before things even got started. While we were eating salad or chicken, just casual right there. With my fingers. Here it is, like that. All mixed up with the balsamic vinegar. Sometimes I used props. I loved props. Sometimes I made a woman find her own moan in front of me. I waited, stuck it out until she opened herself. I wasn't fooled by the minor, more obvious moans. No. I pushed her all the way into her power moan. There's a clit moan. There's a vaginal moan. There's the combo clit vaginal moan. There's the almost moan. There's the right on it moan. There's the elegant moan. There's the Grace Flick moan. There's the wasp moan. There's the Jewish moan. No! 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 There's the African American moan. Oh, shit! The mountaintop moan. The baby moan. The doggy moan. The uninhibited Middleton bisexual moan. The machine gun moan.